This is absurd behavior. Mr. Chief, face the camera.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Amazing! Every kernel perfect.
What are you doing, Sprout?
Trying to find the secret behind the great taste of Niblets corn.
Here's a clue.
Seeds?
My own special seeds, Sprout.
Special seeds that make Niblets corn sweet, tender, and taste like corn on the cob without the cob.
Case closed.
Green Giant. Goodness at its best.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
What's up, nigga? You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
You wanna sell that shit? Call these motherfuckers ASAP.
Yeah, I said some shit. What? Man, fuck you and your bone spurs.
The hardest niggas is standing by, ready to pick up that phone. Buff niggas, dark niggas, Asian niggas, white niggas.
Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you.
1213-373-4253.
Just dial, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Deaf niggas, classic niggas, racist niggas, mystery niggas, psycho niggas, dog niggas, Jewish niggas.
You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish niggas come up here and beat your ass, nigga. Off top.
Niggas is talking shit. Call now.
$4.99 per minute.
Lock up your daughters. Shoot your sons.
Dead!
What's up, party people? Welcome to a very special episode of the BDC show. We are into 2026. We're still going hard as always. The last time we were together, it was kind of a half-assed effort. I'm the first one to admit that, but we're going to try to improve the quality of the show going forward. But it's kind of hard to do that because we're just doing the same things over and over again. Driving to one city, dropping a trailer, picking up another trailer, driving to another city, dropping the trailer, picking up another trailer, driving to another city, ad nauseum, ladies and gentlemen. And I say that, but I still believe this is the best job in the world. Those who know me know I used to have a background in healthcare, which is very people-oriented, and I got out of that industry not long after the pandemic. And I remember thinking, like, I want a job where I don't have to deal with people very often. And believe me, driving a truck is definitely it. The only time I really deal with people is when I'm checking into a place or, you know, picking up something. And it's usually security guards in a little booth. And it's usually very quick. It's just kind of like, hey, what's going on? I'm here to pick up this. And they're like, okay, it's here, go get it. Which is right up my alley because, I mean, people suck, dude. You know, just generally speaking, I mean, some people are okay, but I mean, generally speaking, it's just kind of like, ugh. these fucking people again. But this week I've basically been doing this whole Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio thing again. I went out to New Jersey and picked up some salt at the Morton Salt Company. You know, that comes like in the cylinder, and it's like got a little girl in a raincoat, and it's like she's pouring the salt behind her. I don't know if she's aware that she's doing that, but that's kind of what, you know, I'm sure you've seen the advertisement before or had the product in your house. But I want to say that in the 7 months that I've been doing this, that is the most disorganized place I've ever been. The guy actually told me excuse me, the guy actually told me when I checked in that he didn't know what was going on, and that for me to just go back to my truck until he figured it out. And I was like, okay, like whatever. Like, so I had an appointment for like 9:30, and I don't think I ended up getting into the dock until like almost noon. And so, you know, I called dispatch and just told them what was going on, and, you know, of course they understood. This job is like, you know, when stuff like that happens, like all you got to do is tell somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get in trouble for something that's beyond your control. You just have to let somebody know, and then it's like after that, it's like, well, you know, what can you do? So, yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like, this is me in Ohio. I think this is near Canton, I believe. I don't remember, but yeah, you kind of come out of this industrial area, and then you're just like smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood. But I mean, it's all good with me. Like, I'll go anywhere. It doesn't matter to me. Just, I like driving. I like being out in the middle of nowhere. That always, I don't know. And it's not snowing. It's January, and it's not snowing the places I've been. And I'm up north, so I mean, it definitely probably should be snowing. But damn, got that smoker's cough. Isn't getting old fun? Yeah, but anyway, so when I left here, this is when I was going out to New Jersey to that salt factory. I think it's actually in Pennsylvania. I think it's just north of Philly. But in this episode, too, we're also mourning the loss of Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who stepped down after his 7th straight defeat in the first round of the playoffs. After 19 years of being our head coach, he has stepped down. I was pissed. I wanted him and Rodgers both to be fired. So I'm not really too bothered by the fact that he's no longer the coach. I think it's for the best. I just hope we don't pick up John Harbaugh as his replacement. I want him to find somebody that's like down off the radar that nobody knows about and make a name for himself. So we'll see. I mean, I'm cool with it. When the game ended, I was calling for Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers to be fired. And I usually don't want anybody to get fired, but, you know, we lost to the Texans, which is my second favorite team. I had to pick a team from my home state, so it was either the Cowboys or the Texans, and there's no way I'm picking Dallas for anything. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens next year. I've heard rumblings about John Gruden, which that would be cool. But, I mean, whatever. I'm a Steelers fan no matter what, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so this is me driving through Pennsylvania, going over to, it was just outside Philadelphia where that Morton Salt Company was. And, I mean, like I said earlier, it was the most disorganized place I've ever been. The people were unprofessional. This guy was, like, super rude with this Russian dude because he's like, you don't even understand English. And I was just like, man, who gives a fuck? Just give him the fucking, you know, give him the number, you know. And he just didn't want to deal with anybody. That was the problem. He just, you know, all of us were just this, like, thing that he had to get through, you know. And I'm like, but it was also the day after the Eagles lost their playoff game. And like I said, it was right outside of Philly, so that's probably what the problem was. You know, because he was wearing an Eagles, like, beanie. And so I was just kind of like, yeah. And this was before the Steelers had lost their game, so I was still, like, in a shit-talking mood and everything. But, Yeah, this is the area. The place was it was called Fairless Hills, which I thought was kind of a weird name for a place, but apparently Fairless is the last name of the guy who founded the town or whatever. But yeah, I remember, like, after checking in and sitting there for all those hours, I was thinking, you know, I've never firebombed a place, but as I was sitting there, I was wondering how one would go about it. Like, is it like matches or a lighter fluid? Like, how do you firebomb a place? I'm just kidding. I would never do anything like that. I'm just fucking around. But yeah, like, so then it was, let's see, where, oh, no, the salt was going from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, and it was going all the way to Van Buren, Ohio, and I think it was going to like a Home Depot, and it was like, it was really close. It was like 79,700 and something pounds. And I remember thinking, like, fuck, dude, like, this shit is super, super heavy. And I knew that the way I was going, like, when you're going, like, 'cause I basically had to go up, it's Highway 322. Oh, look, there's pictures of me taking a shit. That's nice. But anyway, like, you had to go up Highway 322, which, it's, like, right in central Pennsylvania. And, like, there's a point in there right before you get to, like, State College, Pennsylvania, where it's completely uphill, and even when you're light or empty, you're going like 30 miles an hour up this hill. And I was going probably like 16 with my flashers on in the right lane, and cars were just zooming past me and shit because I was so heavy. I was probably, you know, honestly, like, the paperwork said 79,700, but I probably, like, just like in full disclosure, I was probably heavy. So I was just kind of crossing my fingers, like, let me just get this shit to Ohio and drop it off and then be done with it. Because now the company wants us, like, if we scale our shit, they want us to like, go inside and get a copy and like scan it and send it to them. Which I'm just kind of like, fuck, man, like, that's a whole extra step, you know, like, I mean, why can't I just, like, send you, like, a screenshot, you know, I don't know, but, anyway, this is 322 right here. This is before the big hill and everything. This is, the Susquehanna River, like, the road runs right by there, and, like, it's such a beautiful location. Like, it's one of my favorite spots. Every time I drive through there, I'm always like, oh, I gotta get a picture. But, like, there's only this part right here where you can get video. Once you go around this curve, the vista doesn't get any better than it is right here. So I was like, quick, pull out my camera. But yeah, gorgeous. So I finally arrived in Van Buren, Ohio to drop my load. And I was waiting in line watching these geese just acting completely crazy. The wind was blowing so hard that they were, like, being held back by the wind. So I actually thought that was kind of funny. But the real reason I wanted to post this was I recently bought a CB radio for the truck. It's a little handheld, but as I was coming in the gate, I saw this sign. And I said to myself, let's send them a message. Home Depot sucks dick, fingers itself, and sticks its thumb up its ass. Ha 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 ha! Got him! Yeah, so they didn't respond to that message I sent out, but I know that they were monitoring because they had a sign at the front gate that said they were monitoring, so that's good enough for me. And I also just want to say that I went to this place somewhere in Ohio, I can't remember, I think it was Findlay, Ohio, and it had such a cool small town aesthetic to it, and it was basically this run was going to take me all the way down to Georgia, which was fun. But while I was driving down there, I had to go down through, like, Pennsylvania and then, like, down through Virginia. Oh no, I was going to Virginia, and then I had to pick up another trailer in Virginia and head down to Georgia. So that's what you're seeing here. This is actually a tunnel on Interstate 76 heading through Pennsylvania. But it really sucked because I got down there, and when I ended up getting down to North Carolina, I ended up getting a ticket. I'm going to show you guys the ticket here in a second. It's got all the identifying information, blacked out and everything. It's zoomed in real close to you can't see it, but let me just explain how this all went down, okay? So I was on Interstate 85 heading south. And for those of you who don't know, it's a 3-lane highway. And trucks like me are prohibited from traveling in the left lane, but I came up behind this dude that was pulling an oversized load. I can't say that it was a house because it was covered up with a tarp, but it had a peaked roof like a house. So, I'm assuming it was a house. And, he was straddling the right lane and the center lane, leaving only the left lane open. So when I got up behind him initially, there was a cluster of cars sitting behind him, and one by one they were going around on the left and passing him. Even trucks that were prohibited from doing that. So when it got to be my turn, I got into the left lane, and as soon as my passenger side tires crossed that line and went into the left lane, I hear sirens, and I look in my rearview mirror, and holy shit, there's a North Carolina state trooper with his lights on, and I'm thinking that he's just telling me to get the fuck out of the left lane. But as I start moving to the right, he's full on pulling me over. And he did indeed pull me over. And I explained to him, I said, hey man, this dude was blocking the 2 lanes that I'm permitted to travel in, going less than the speed limit. He was going 45, and I was just passing him. And he shrugs his shoulders and he says, don't matter, can't be over there. And wrote me a fucking ticket. Can you believe that shit? Anyway, so I had to call dispatch and tell them what was going on, and even they were like, that sounds like bullshit. And I'm like, I'm telling you what happened, man. Look at these things. They look like big 3D glasses. I saw them. I got pulled into a way station, and I saw these, and I was like, look at that. It's 3D glasses for giants. But yeah, so I ended up getting a ticket, and it's gonna be $240 and shit. And God knows what it's gonna do to my license. The advice that I've been getting since I started in this industry was protect your CDL, protect your license, and it's a fucking moving violation. So I'm not really sure how the company's gonna handle it. I'm sure they're gonna, because they just told me they were scan it and send it to us, I do all my my bills of lading and all that shit, my delivery notes or whatever. It sucked, man. I spent the whole night out running this fucking snowstorm that was coming in Pennsylvania, and I got down into fucking Virginia and or North Carolina rather, and ended up getting a ticket. Look, here it is right here. Look at it. Look at that. It's fucking bullshit, man. And I even like I said, I pled my case with the guy, and he still didn't want to hear it. And as soon as he left me, look, here he is doing it again. He was pulling people over left and right, man. This dude, this class trader, fucking just generating revenue for the state of North Carolina. It makes me sick. All right, I'm not going to end this episode crashing out because I got a ticket, okay? What I'm going to do is show you this sign I saw just outside Atlanta, Beaver Ruin Road. Beaver Ruin was also my nickname in college, but I didn't ruin them the way you're thinking. I ruined them with disappointment. Oh, that was good. Yeah, you got to stay positive, man, because I don't want to crash out and, the fucking police. Fuck the police, for sure. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. But I'm just saying that, I want to end this on a positive note. I don't want it to be all doom and gloom here at the end. So somebody told me that they liked watching the videos of people trying to back in and out of spaces. So I caught this guy this morning as he was creeping around the parking lot. This was just north of Atlanta, and I don't know that he was naked, but he definitely didn't have a shirt on. He might have also had no pants on, but I couldn't see below the waist. So who knows? But yeah, like he went this odd way through the parking lot, and then he came around the other side and was like trying to get in, but he just was having no luck whatsoever. I'm currently at the Shasta warehouse in Gainesville, Georgia, and I'm getting loaded. I didn't even know they even made Shasta anymore. I remember like seeing it like when I was a kid, but like I don't really ever remember drinking it. But there's a mountain in California called Shasta. You do some good snowboarding up there. I never been, but I've seen pictures, and like I lived in Northern California, so it was like a popular destination for practitioners of extreme sports. The only sports I like are water sports. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Nobody knows. Nobody really knows for sure. But yeah, I'm getting 21 pallets of Shasta and taking it to another city here in Georgia. It actually doesn't deliver until tomorrow. But I'll do my best. I dropped off this load at a Home Depot early this morning, and it was weird. Like as I pulled in, I noticed that there was a sign that said speed limit 14, not 15, not 10, 14. And I just thought it was really weird. Like I've never seen a sign that said speed limit 14. But look at this guy's truck. It's all fucked up. You know he's been hitting shit and slamming into shit. So it's like, whatever, dude. But anyway, I'm going to show you a picture of that speed limit sign, and then that's going to be it for this week. I got a little special. The last 30 seconds of this episode is going to be fucking awesome. You can thank me later. Thank me in the comments. Thank me on social media. Thank me in your prayers. Thank me in your dreams. Because this is the BDC show, and we are signing off this week. Look at that. Speed limit 14. It's so fucking weird, dude. But we're signing off this week. We'll see you guys next week. And hopefully we won't get any more tickets between now and then, or else I really will crash out. Here you go.
Huh.